this right now. I didn't. Okay, I fixed it, I guess. Okay, I fixed it, I guess. I ordered some food, so I don't know. I told them to bring it to my room, but once they once they brought it to my room, and once they told me I had to come down. Depends who the delivery person is. Sorry, I'm texting Karen. Nobody's here anyway. But this is good content for YouTube. So anyway, I might have to, if they make me go downstairs, I'm just gonna leave the stream here with me not here. I'll put a Perrier bottle, I guess, in front. You know, if they come up, I'll just go to the door. Yeah, you're here. Let me refresh. I don't know how this sound is. Video looks, like it's going to look, because I'm in a hotel room and I don't have my expensive webcam. I have the one built in the computer. I don't have my expensive microphone. I'm using the one built in the computer. We don't have professional lights. I got nothing. So, whatever. We do what we can. It's the best we can do considering I'm not at the chess center. Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate, or maybe it's not. It's unusual that both of my opponents played incredibly well. The first guy that I beat, the Caps thing said he played better than I did. And I had it on depth 30, so it took like 4 minutes. And he played like 98.9, and I played like 98.3, something like that. And the next game, my opponent played 96, and I played like 45. I don't know if I've ever played a slow game as bad as 45. Luckily, that doesn't mean anything, but still, it means something. I don't think grandmasters play 45 too often in a slow game. Jesus Christ. But I got fucking crushed. And I knew at some point I didn't understand the game, because I thought I had a better position, and the next move I wanted to resign. And I said, man, if I had played this other move, I would have been okay. But then I was like, probably not. Probably just don't understand the position. And it turned out I was right. I didn't understand anything. I was like lost the whole game. I was lost on move 1. I shouldn't have shook hands. Thanks, Suad Bejtovic. We had a very strange start to the round. I got to the round 10 minutes early, and I go into the hallway when you walk into the tournament room. Tournament room was closed. I still don't know why. And so everybody's out there. All the Denker, Barber, Herring, Rockefeller, and seniors. There's like 250 of us standing outside the room, and they won't let anybody in. They're making strange announcements. They're making announcements about pairing. I don't know. So I went and I got this Perrier, which took a while because the store was crowded. I came back. The doors are still closed. Everybody's standing there. And it's already noon. It's already time for the round. I still don't know why. So I sat down in the lobby, and eventually it looked like people were going in. So I went over there, and the round had started, which is weird. And I got to my game. I was 3 minutes behind on the clock, which doesn't matter. But I was like, what? So I don't know. When they opened the doors, everybody got to their seat, and they started right away, I guess. I don't know. So it was a weird start to the round. Fedorowicz was mad also, although he won with black easily. So, yeah. You can see pairings and standings and all that on the internets. Let's go to uschess.org and uschess.live, and there's if you can find it. I posted links here before. Yeah, so forth. Yeah, my game yesterday was weird. Um, yeah, no, I put the kings on the right squares. Yeah, the DGT sometimes messes up. Sometimes the director messes up, and sometimes the players mess up. But I took both kings when the game ended and put them on white squares. So I don't know why I had the wrong result. But you can never trust the results if you don't think it's right. If you're like, that result seems odd, that means the DGT didn't work. Yeah. Um, yeah, etc. All right. We're not getting a lot of viewers, but all right, whatever. Truth hurts. uh, all right. So let's go to the game. This was my game last night. Timothy Sage, he's a physics professor at Northeastern University in Quincy, Massachusetts. And he's been 2200, but now he's like 21, 25, something like that. Then Zumeri, yeah, and so forth. All right. Okay, I was white, and this opening's my bread and butter, or so I thought. I guess when I turned vegan, I forgot everything. Now, here I usually play A3, but I decided to play knight F3 after thinking a while, because I have this position too. And here I've played bishop D2 and G3. G3 is a better move, and I've studied it extensively, but I forget what I studied. I studied it 30 years ago, and so forth. So I usually play this when I'm not feeling confident with G3. And we got this position, which I've had like 10 times. And black should play knight here. And this is another move which I face a lot, which isn't good. My opponent played D6, which I didn't know. D6 is fine. The point is, white wants to play knight G5, which threatens to take and then give mate. And black doesn't have a great response to that. But knight E4 just equalizes. That's why B6 isn't considered very good. Now, D6, the idea is if I play knight G5, he plays E5, which stops bishop takes F6. So I wasn't really familiar with D6, but it seemed like it was okay. Yeah. Well, let's see. Go Ben. Yay, it's Ben. All right. I can't look at the chat and like I usually can because I have just my laptop. Okay, so I played B4, which is, not the best move, I guess. And I figure I'll have two bishops, and if I can safely castle, I'll be fine. Now, here the engine suggests a move I didn't consider, B5. I just didn't look at that at all. And it doesn't want me to take that because black gets too much play. I mean, I didn't consider that at all. So, all right, he played A5. That's also okay. And this is all fine. Now, I thought a long time about how to defend this. So one of the issues is I can't allow knight here winning my f-pawn, which, he can't play because his knight's hanging. The other issue is if my queen's not on the second rank, he could play like knight f2, knight g4 check, and start attacking me. So I played the best move, queen b2. He can't play knight g4 because I made him. I defend my pawn, and, I'm ready to, develop my bishop and castle. So he played e5, which I think is the only move. And I played here. And in this position, he should probably play bishop g4, but he played this. Castles, rook c8. Now, I was thinking about playing c5 or rook c1 or some other moves, but I played here, that's fine. I just thought I was better here. I have two bishops, and, I got two bishops. Okay. He played h6 because he was worried he's going to lose his knight. Like, if I attack his knight, then his knight has nowhere to go. If he played bishop f5 after that, I played knight h4. So he was concerned that I was going to win his knight. So he played h6, which is fine. Then his knight has this square. And we were both playing very slowly because it's a very difficult position. Okay, I played c5, which is fine. And in this position, I thought these moves were just going to be bad in the long run. So I thought he would take. And then I just thought I had a really good position because I have a really good position. I take the knight. I threaten mate in the knight, so he has to play knight f6. And then I take this, and I'm a pawn up. Like, for nothing. And probably I'm better, because my bishop on the dark squares is so good. So that's why I played c5. And he played queen c6, which is a very good move. This is round one, right? Yeah. Let's see. Bishop is rock. It's rook. All right, chat's not too interesting, but at least it's not silly. This guy's 2125 USCF. Okay. So now I thought a long time, and according to trying to learn, everybody was confused about my next move. So I thought about moving my rook, because if I don't move my rook, I can't play d takes c5. And if I move my rook, I can. And then if he takes on c5, I have knight takes e5 attacking his queen, which I thought was winning. And in this position, I didn't know how to proceed. If I don't play d takes c5, what do I do? I mean, c takes d6, which I can't because it's pinned. What do I do? So the engine says queen b1's the best move. You know, I wasn't sure why queen b1 was the best move, and now I understand. So in this position, if I play b5, which is a terrible move, and he goes here, now I'm in trouble because my bishop's attacked and my pawn's attacked. Now, somebody on Discord yesterday was analyzing this queen sacrifice. I mean, it takes this and I resign. It's just a blunder. Yeah, so the point is, if I play queen b1, I'm threatening b5 here, and then my bishop's defended. So I can make whatever move I want to make. So that actually makes sense. And the other engine moves are just like h3, knight e1, just nonsense moves because, nobody can do anything. Now, I wanted to move my rook because I wanted to take, and I didn't want him to take. So I tried to find a good square for my rook, and the only one I liked was here. But probably I should play queen b1. Or even h3, that way I have luft. Yeah, I kept changing my mind about where to move my rook, and these just seem wrong, because my rook can get attacked by his bishop or his knight or his queen, and here it just defends f2. Okay, so I played rook f1, which is okay. I guess queen b1's better. And I totally miscalculated queen d5, which is the best move. I saw queen d5 when I played rook f1, and my intention was to take. And then if he takes with the queen, this pawn's hanging, he takes with the knight, I take. And then I only looked at moves like queen takes and knight takes, and then I win his e-pawn, I'm a pawn up for nothing. And then after he played queen d5, I was like, oh, he just defends his pawn, and then this pawn's a goner. So, I mean, the engine says black's better because now my bishop sucks. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, I can't play bishop takes knight. That was my intention. And the engine actually wants me to go here. I keep pinning all my pieces. But okay, I played this, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I misevaluated queen c6 and queen d5. Luckily, it didn't matter very much. Yeah. I didn't like rook c2 because it weakens my back rank. So it's probably not good. Thanks for the sub, Centipede. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. So he took, which is fine. And then I took, which is fine. And he took with the rook, which is fine. And I have to take. So here I thought I was worse because I misunderstood queen c6 and queen d5. And when he played queen d5 and I played bishop e2, I thought forever about this. And I decided after knight c3, I would play knight d3. And the engine agrees with all this. Knight c3 attacks my knight. And the idea is I'm attacking his rook, and knight f4 later is going to be good. And he really surprised me here. I thought he would play knight takes e2, which the engine does not play. But he played rook c7, which I didn't look at all. Not that bad. It's okay. And I played knight f4. And he played queen a2, which is not good. I mean, this is about equal. But after this move, I'm probably better. Bishop f3. And in this position, he took, and he played a very strange move. When he played the move, I was like, what? It's not a move I would ever consider. And I think the engine agrees with me. The engine also doesn't consider it. I thought I was slightly better here because I have two bishops. Maybe I'll get two bishops against two knights. His knights can be pinned. This pawn's not dangerous yet. So I wasn't concerned about that. And he played this very strange move. And I think he played it because he didn't want me to get the two bishops against two knights. All right. Yeah. And now I thought I was winning, but I'm probably not. And here he played an excellent move. I thought I'm just going to be a pawn up with two bishops. Sounds like it's winning. And so forth. Yeah. All right. Chat is still sort of silly. All right. And he played this, which is the best move. Very good move. And I thought I'm just winning. I take. He takes. This is forced. Everything's forced. And I thought with two bishops and an extra pawn, I should probably win. And I thought if it wasn't winning, I would probably win. And he played this, which I saw. And I thought I could just go here, and I didn't see bishop e6. So I'm forced to trade bishops now, and that's a drawn ending. Although we both played badly. We both have like 5 minutes here. My order has been picked up. Good. All right. Okay. So I found the wrong plan here with, I think, g3 and f4. I played this hoping he would just make a random move and I could try to trap his knight. But he got his knight out. Yeah. And in this position, again, we both have less than 5 minutes. For the rest of the game, we have increment. I need to play g4 like every move. I have to always play g4. G4 every move. And I didn't do it. And yeah, now I have to play f5. I have to do something where he can't set up a blockade. And I let him set up a blockade, and then he didn't. So I need to play f5 or g4 earlier to have good winning chances. And now I didn't even see g6, f5. Now it's a dead draw. You can't win. And what's funny is, after the game, I said, well, if you just play f5, the game's over. And he was expecting, if he played that ever, I would go here and have a passed pawn. Then he was like, oh, wait a minute, that's a total blockade. I'm like, yeah. So if he plays f5, I can't legally win. There's no way to win. He can just move around with his knight forever. There's no winning chances. But luckily he didn't play f5 the couple chances that he had. And I mean, the passed pawn is irrelevant. King's on e6, moves his knight around. Yeah, the engine plays f5, obviously. But he played this, and then I had hope that he wouldn't play f5, and that he didn't. Okay, so now I have winning chances. It's still a draw, but now I can try to win. If he plays f5, I don't even know what I'm going to do. He just sits there. Trade all the pawns off. That's no good. Oh, nothing happened. Okay, so now I can try to win. It's not winning, but, it's winning chances. And in this position, after here, I was like, Damien's going to play f5, which draws. So I played here, thinking if he played f5, I had winning chances, but I don't. After f5, my intention was to take. Obviously, if pawn takes, then I'm actually winning. Knight takes. And then h5. That's why I played h4. Or, I'm sorry, not h5. I apologize. King g5. So the idea is, and it's a wrong idea, I thought, he can't move here. And actually, he has two moves that draw, king here and knight here. And I thought after king here, I play h5. And it turns out that doesn't win because after here, now I have to play h6. Okay. And I thought maybe I have good winning chances. And the engine says I have no winning chances. Tough engine. I thought, I've passed h-pawn. But yeah, the engine says I can't do anything. So the problem is, if I play king f6, he just forks my king and bishop. If I play bishop f6, he goes knight d5. Now, these are only moves that draw. So you can see why you would not want to go in this in time trouble. If he plays other moves, I win. And then if I take, he has knight takes f4 check, which draws. I mean, that's not obvious, that this is a draw. But if he plays king here, it's a draw. Then I can't do anything. So I got to do something now. So he could have drawn by doing that, but by playing f5. That draws. But he played this, and now I still have winning chances. It's still a draw, but now he has to defend reasonably well. And I don't blame him. We both had less than 2 minutes here. So, we're just guessing what the right thing to do is. I know if he goes here, it's a draw. So I played f5. That's the only winning chance. Now, unfortunately, the gawking rabble, which is you, if you have your engines going, it just, whatever, it just says, draw, because it plays perfect for both sides. But obviously, you want to have white in this position, and you're trying to win. So it's a big advantage for white. And I thought it would probably be a draw, but I was very happy he didn't play f5. Because if he had played f5, I don't even know what I would have done. Move around and draw. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. A blockade of positions with little value. Okay. Matt Larson approved. All right. Let's see. Okay. And reading the chat never helps. Now, he could take on f5, or he can play this. This is what he did. It's fine. And, I'm trying to win, but trying is the first step to failure. Okay. So I have the right colored rook pawn. That's the only reason I have any winning chances at all. But it's hard to win when he doesn't do anything. Okay, so eventually I try to get my king his other way around. And in this position, he can immediately draw, although it looks risky, and when you're in time trouble. Thanks for the 200 centidues. Okay, so he can play f5. I have to play e5, otherwise I have any pawns left. And now I have two passed pawns, so that's a risky move with no time on your clock. And every move loses for black except this. It's a hard move to play because, my pawn's queening. But, because of the timing he's drawing, he's, knight check and knight takes pawn. And then his knight can go to f7 or g6 and stop my pawn. So I would defend my pawn. I was planning on going here. That was my intention. And then after here, he just takes my pawn. I mean, I can't. It's just a dead draw. So after this, he's threatening here, and I can't really stop it. So this is just a draw. I can't win. Okay, so he didn't play f5. He played check. He's still drawing. But, it's not as easy now. Is bishop d6 better? I guess bishop d6 is better here. Probably still a draw. Okay. Yeah. At least I'm trying. Yeah, now f5 draws again. But it's a very hard move to play because I can take it or play e5. So it looks crazy in time trouble to play f5. But I just can't win. E5 is what I would have played, obviously. And then f4. And I thought I have winning chances here, and the engine says I don't. So he needs to pass pawn too. This is knight back and forth. I mean, I wouldn't do this if I was black because it's a draw anyway, but that's just an immediate draw. Okay. And I moved around. I'm good at moving around. I think he should play knight e6 here, but all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm making his knight sort of stuck. Now, he's still drawing, but now it's getting close to not drawing because his knight could get trapped. His knight is away from here now. I forced it away. So now he has to start wandering where his knight could get trapped. And with no time on your clock, that's difficult. Yeah, this is still a draw. I thought I was winning here. I thought he had messed up. Yeah. And I thought this was an easy win. He's still drawing here. He has one way to draw. But he didn't, or maybe, I guess he has two moves to draw. But, you know, in time trouble, when you have this, like, big blockade and I can't do anything, then all of a sudden your king moves away from my h-pawn and your knight is trapped. You're not feeling so good. Before it was like I couldn't do anything. But by moving my king up to d6 and bishop h6, I stopped his knight and king from moving, so he had to do this, which is also drawing. It's just not easy. Thanks for the sub, Perrier Rept, and Hey Ports, and so forth. Let's see. 200 centidues. Thanks, Trina. All right, good chat. Okay, and he played this move, which I didn't know during the game. That's the losing move. Now he's lost. Here I thought he was probably lost anyway because his knight's trapped. But actually he can escape by playing either this or this. So, for example, here, and then if I play king e2, he gets out. And if I play king e3, he goes here, and I can't keep his knight, in. So this is a draw too. But he played king f7, probably afraid of my h-pawn. Like, if you move your knight and your king is here, then I'm my queen. So he played king f7 because he thought it was safe. And now his knight's trapped, so now I'm winning. So, it wasn't the best play for him in time trouble, but yeah. Avivco43 subscribed. Saw you yesterday. Oh, no, you didn't subscribe. Oh, yes, he did. Ultra Cold Neutron, 2,000 centidues. Hooray. Still have 100,000 followers. All right, thanks. 200 centidues from KC Zat. I was just talking to my opponent in round 2 like an hour ago, Doug Ekert. That's the next game. I was probably talking to my first round opponent last night. Our game went 5 hours. It ended before midnight. Just before midnight. After midnight. Okay, so he's lost now. Yeah, his knight's trapped. So, and then he resigned here. Hooray for Ben. 1,000 centidues from Anonymous. So, I mean, he was worse in that ending, but he wasn't losing. And then I needed to play g4 with good winning chances, and I didn't. Then he could just draw with f5. So he had easier draws, but he wasn't losing until 4 moves before he resigned. But we were just playing on increment, and it was 81 moves, and the game was almost 5 hours. So now I put the game in the caps thing at depth 30, and he played 98.9, and I played 98.3 or something. So, I mean, the guy's 21-35, and he played with no blunders until he got his knight trapped with seconds on his clock. I mean, the guy played great for 21-35. 500 centidues, thanks, oh no. 100 centidues, the worst in chess. Where's the Perrier? Here. It's the first Perrier I bought because I went to Target yesterday and they didn't have Perrier. They were out. Everybody bought all the Perrier. So I got, the other one. San Pellegrino, they had like an 8-pack of cans or a 6-pack, I don't know. And that's in my fridge. And then this they sell downstairs in the coffee shop. This is $4. Ridiculous. I finished my period that I bought 4 hours ago. All right. Frankly, yeah, water's water. All right. Okay, so that was game one. Before game two, I guess I'll beg for donations. Donate. Yay, Perrier refill. Thanks. Oh no. I bought some regular water too. So I have bottled water, regular water, and I have some San Pellegrino left. I ordered food. It's Indian food. Let's see. Let's see how it's doing. I hope they bring it up to my room. Otherwise, I got to leave the stream for like 8 minutes. I don't want to not stream and then stream again. I'll probably just leave the stream. All right, he's never getting here. Never gonna get it. Never gonna. Your dasher is completing another order. Good, good. All right. Okay. 100 centidues. Thanks to Worston Chess. Go, everybody. Come on, hype train. Let's get to level 5. Terrible. I could drop. Well, I mean, I'm leaving in 2 days. So, case of period would go to waste. I would only drink like 6 of them. No, I have enough water for the rest of the trip. I mean, today's Sunday and I leave Tuesday. So, yeah. 100 centidues. Go level. Your Treo subscribe or gifted a sub. Hooray. I think Kostanyuk won. She was losing, then she was winning, then it was a draw. And I guess she won. She won Rook versus Bishop. What? Wow. I wonder if this is even winning, this Rook versus Bishop. Oh, it is. Wow, when the Rook versus Bishop started, it was already winning. Oh, indeed. All right, not the best game ever, but good endgame technique. The other game was a draw, and then 2 draws. Oh. All right. RMK 1523 extended their membership. Is the women's final the same as the other ones, or do they play more games? You know what I mean? Do they play 4 games or just 2? I think just 2. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Gorichkina was like plus 100 if she played Rook D1 instead of moving her knight around. Yeah, that was tough. It was time trouble and it was complicated position. Yeah. Yay, it's Spencer. Spencer, Doug Ekert fucking crushed me. I've never been beaten. Well, actually, I got beat really badly 2 years ago by Michael Molyar. God damn, I don't know who I got crushed worst by. I don't know. It was close. It was a tie. I guess Molyar crushed me more. Yeah, I just absolutely crushed. Yeah. And the worst part was I thought I was fine until I thought I blundered. When I thought I blundered, I was like, oh, I'm lost. But before that, I thought it was fine, but I wasn't. Barely a blunder. Yeah, I'm waiting for the hype train to end to analyze the second game, because as soon as I analyze, you guys stop. You guys forget about the train. Go train. Come on, let's get to level 6. It's never happened. Yeah, the next game won't have much analysis. It's just me getting crushed in 26 moves. Avoiding a miniature. Dun, dun. What happened? Texas Time Chess Monkey 100 centidues. The worst in chess gifted a sub. Anonymous Cheer 500 centidues. I have no money from Jackson. Yer Trail 100 centidues. If you don't give me money, I'm going to Jackson to get that money. 80 centidues, fly half 2014. Texas Time Chess Monkey 200 centidues again. 200 centidues from the Chess Monkey again. Freddie Potzer subscribed. Hooray, go everybody. Remember when I used to have 3,000 subs? Now I have 1,100. Man, the truth hurts. Hooray. 999 from Anonymous Cheer. Yay, level 6. If only it existed. That's basically all I do is exist. I'm gonna jack. We got married in a field. Karen and I have sang that more than once at karaoke. We're gonna Jackson. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. 500 centidues. Papa X Gear. It's one of the few states I haven't been to, Mississippi. Yeah. Give money without paying? You would have to steal it then. Still paying though, I guess. Yeah. And so forth. Yay, go hype train. That's the hypiest train ever. All right, let's look at the next game. I had black, so we'll look at it from my point of view. So normally in this position, I play like knight here, knight here, knight here. And I decided not to do that because his pawn's on g3, so I played the more common castles. And in this position, for some reason, GMs who play this with black play knight d7 first. Thanks, KC Zat. Yeah. Joel wasn't supposed to be playing. And then they play this. Sure, why exactly? But I played here, and then this has also been played. Okay. And here I thought a long time, and I played f5. I mean, the engine just says I'm lost because it's like a King's Indian kind of position, so it just says white's always winning. I always have these positions. I don't really mind. What more donations? Yay, thanks, Tio Day. Yay, thanks for all the train stuff. All right. So I played f5. Yeah. I mean, the engine just never likes my position ever. Usually, when Levon has these positions with black, which he does often, he plays king h8 and moves his knight to g8. So probably I just shouldn't play f5. That's probably, like, not good. It's hard to tell with the engine because the engine just says I'm lost. So. All right, he took, which is good. And then he played f4. Yeah, and here, I'm already in trouble. I didn't know whether to play e4 or not. I decided not to because of g4. So I played here. After the game, he said, yeah, after h3, I think you should have played e4 because you're stopping g4 for the most part. And I said, yeah, I thought you were going to take this right away. And he said, oh, I didn't take that because of knight g4. And we didn't use a chessboard. I was like, knight g4? I mean, knight g4 loses immediately. That's why he didn't do this, he said, because of here. What? Yes, he hallucinated, I guess. I don't know what he hallucinated. Like e6 wins, bishop takes an e6 wins, taking here wins. Yeah, I mean, this is resignable. Like, I can't play knight g4. Dun, 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 dun. That's a good noise. I guess he hallucinated something. Why don't I see what happened? Is it going to happen soon, or what happened? What's going on? I heard the donation noise, but I didn't see. Oh, there it is. Yay, $50.99. EU friendly. Go Ben. Checking the UK. Hooray. I need lots of donations for that stupid game I just played. So yeah, he thought I was gonna go here. Which I mean that's nonsensical. Right? I mean, everything wins for I don't even know what he looked at. I'm not sure. It could be he thought after here he could take, or I could take, and then play here. And then maybe he didn't like where his queen was. But this is resignable. I mean, he's got this. I mean, and then he could also just take this and then play e6. And maybe he thought this was good counterplay, but he just goes here. So there's nothing. So I don't know. He hallucinated, I guess. And I figured if he didn't play this, maybe he wouldn't next move. And I wasn't sure if I should go here or not, but I should. Now, my game's terrible, but not as terrible. So I put it in H to play rook here, or possibly knight here. Wasn't sure yet. And then he took, which is correct. And he played rook a d1, which is good. He wants to go here. So I played this. That's fine. He played here. He wants the two bishops, what else? And I thought I was doing well here, but I'm losing. So my understanding of the game was wrong. And I knew it was wrong. When the game ended, I was thinking, I thought I was okay, but since I didn't understand the game at all, I'm guessing I wasn't. And I was right about that. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't understand the game. I thought I have a good attack coming, and I got this nice center, and he can't do anything. But his g4 idea just wins. I mean, just winning. And then he played this excellent move, and I can't move. I'm trying to move, but I can't. So I'm like, okay, get your knight. Let me unpin my knight, and then I'll just play bishop here, rook over, and I'll start attacking, and he can't do anything. And he played g4, which is excellent. And when I played a6, I saw this position, and I thought I had an ingenious move, but I'm just like an idiot. I thought this was ingenious. And now he's not on my knight anymore. Queen g6 is coming, and knight d6, and then the attack. Here comes my attack. And I thought I was better here, which doesn't make any sense, and I'm just completely lost. Everything that I said was insane. So he played the best move, and then I blundered, and after the next move, I knew I was lost, but here I was just like, should I take on g4 or play queen g6? And I liked my position in either case, but I'm insane. The reason I'm insane is because if I ever play fg, which I did now, then h4 just wins. I can resign. So it doesn't matter what I do, I don't have any play. He's got two bishops, a passed pawn. These pawns are weak. I can't activate my pieces. And I just thought I'm crashing through on the king's side when I'm not. So here I made a move and I knew I was lost, but I'm lost anyway. But I hastened the end. Yeah. G4, etc. This guy's 2250. So let me tell you the story of Doug Ekert. This is Doug Ekert. I played him in the 1984 U.S. Junior Championship in Ojai, California. He was 19 and I was 14. He was slightly higher rated than me, I think. And he crushed me. And he actually had a great tournament. And then I didn't play him again until I moved to St. Louis, because he lives in the St. Louis area. And according to him, although maybe he's exaggerating, I beat him 30 times. I don't think I beat him 30 times, but probably I beat him 15 times. We've played slow chess, blitz tournaments, rapid tournaments at the chess club in St. Louis and at the Spice Cup in Clayton, Missouri. And I've won every game. He's never drawn. So I've won a lot of games in a row over 7 years. I won from 2010 to 17. I beat him every game. And we played in 25-minute tournaments, 5-minute slow tournaments. And he has 0. And he said 30, but I don't think it's 30. And then he beat me this just today. And I was like, man, you beat me in the junior, you beat me in the senior, but I got you in between. And we laughed. Okay, so I played this, and I realized after I played it that he just plays h4 and I lose. And what's funny is if he doesn't play h4, I lose. I thought my queen's coming here, my knight's coming here. I'm going to open the G file, and the engine's like, you're just completely lost. It doesn't matter what he does. So I just didn't understand the game at all. And he played here, and I realized now I was lost. I can't do anything now. I have no legal moves. This is the worst position ever. The rook can come here, the bishop, knight here, bishop here. He can try to win my e-pawn. He can play h5, h6, which wins immediately. I mean, I didn't know what to do here. I couldn't find a move. And the engine says, like, he's +9. That's why I couldn't find a move. Now I realized how lost I was. And like 3 moves ago, I thought I was fine. So very bad understanding. Very bad. Yeah. Yeah, the computer can suggest what it wants, but get my ass kicked. You know. Yeah, I like Doug Ekert. I knew Doug Ekert before you were born. St. Louis assassin must be Doug Ekert. He must be. Yeah. Knight G E6 here and trade everything. What are you guys talking about? Oh, Jesus Christ. Back one move. What are you guys talking about? Trade everything. What are you talking about? There's never a knight e6 ever. It's never going to happen. It just hangs my knight. Yeah, you guys need like new engines or, you know, a GM to sit next to you to yell at you. Yeah, what are you guys talking about? There's no trading. I'm just giving my pieces away. What do you mean by trading? So there's a pawn on d5. Yeah. Then I take his bishop. Is it a magical bishop? He plays bishop takes d2. What? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, back to the lock with you, Nessie. Yeah, you just donate, don't analyze. Yeah. No, it doesn't matter what I do, I'm lost. Yeah. Yeah, I can't win the bishop. The bishop takes my queen. Oh. Oh. All right, you guys are all banned. All of you. Also, you guys in the chat proving you're not grandmasters or IMs or masters or experts or above 1,000 is you don't say like in this position you should play these moves. You're like take the bishop, take a pawn, knight goes in the middle. That's not how chess works. Just say the moves. You can't say like, you know, take that and do that. I don't know what you're talking about. Say like knight e6, d6, queen d2, and I didn't see bishop d2, and my engine didn't either. I don't know. All right. No, I mean, my position's like it's plus 1,000 for him. Yeah, it's resignable, but I don't want to resign. Okay, so, yeah, now I played this, so I could play knight d6. Then my pawn's hanging, so I played back. And then, and here I resigned because I had 30 seconds left. I thought for like 4 minutes here, and I couldn't find a legal move. Every move lost everything. Every move I looked at lost all my pieces. I couldn't. And if you look at the engine, it says like he's plus 14. You know, so here I resigned because I didn't see a move that didn't lose immediately. My intention when I played this was to go here and then get my rook in the game. But, I mean, everything wins for him, bishop h6. But I didn't know what to do against rook e6. Except resign. So, yeah. Takes, threatening checkmate, and this. Right, he's plus 1,000. Yeah, I mean, this is a good time to resign. I could have resigned earlier. I just can't move anything here. My king's getting mated. My H-pawn's hanging. Dark squares are no good. Knight's attacked. Pass pawn. These pieces haven't moved. This is a big threat. And this is a threat. And this is another threat is this, threatening to go here. Yeah, so I just resigned. Resigning was the best. Yeah. All right, good chat, good chat. All right, I guess I'll just eat. Like, I'll have to go down or she'll bring it up, but I have no reason to keep streaming. Okay, my next game is at 7. It's 4:20. So it's 4:20. You guys know what to do. And, thanks for watching and so forth. This is a disaster. Let's see, who do I raid? I don't know who to raid. Gotta raid somebody. All right, time to eat. Thanks for watching. Thanks for donating. Thanks for not making fun of me too much. I play again at 7. Hopefully I'll do better. Can't do worse.